Hi everyone, it's Lordy again, back melting away under this beautiful, beautiful summer sun. I'm so sick of people moaning about the fact that it's too hot. Some people are never satisfied. We've waited 5 years for a decent summer and here it is. And so yeah, it is a little bit difficult to sleep at night and it can get a little bit annoying, but make the most of it whilst it's here. Right, anyway, that's my whinging about people whinging over. So I better go on with some reviewing. And today I'm going to be reviewing this, which is the Smok gripper. This one I received free of charge for review purposes from a chap called Mo over at smokcloud.co.uk. Smokcloud, from what I can gather, are a pretty darn new vendor. His stuff's all very competitively priced. I really love the way that he's got his website kind of nailed. Everything's where you'd expect to find it. There's not an expensive mod section and then sort of your normal sort of cheap Chinese stuff. If you go to batteries, you get batteries, whether it be like 150 quid's worth of mod or whether it be 20 quid's worth of gripper. Yeah, everything's very competitively priced, well organised, and from what I can gather so far, Mo seems like a thoroughly nice chap to have to deal with. So yeah, big thumbs up for Smokcloud. There's not really a lot to show you on this one, so we're going to go to the table, I'll show you around it, and then come back for an opinion as always. And here it is. First thing to say is that this is always sold on the premise that it's a nice stealthy mod, and it really is. It fits in the hand really nicely. I'll show you that when I'm out of the table shot. It's got sort of a almost rubberized feel to the plastic that's used on the main body of it. The button action on the top here, it's nice and positive. It's got a good click to it. It's a nice firm action. Inside, it's not a mechanical device by any stretch, but it does use something that should be in most Vapor's arsenals, which is just a standard 18350 battery. Inside, that positive terminal there, that doesn't move. It's not making a connection with that fires the device. There's obviously something on the top side of the switch that takes care of that. The threading on here is pretty well machined. You could probably see just about. I'm struggling with my angles here. There's almost like a slit in the side of the threading. Now I was wondering whether that was a manufacturing defect, but I think that's where they're passing through a negative wire to the bottom part of where your ratty sits. Just a guess, correct me if I'm wrong, as you guys always do. The bottom button cover here, you've got a pretty standard Chinese sort of cheap spring in there. It's not a hot spring. I don't think it's even brass, but it does do its job. You've got a hole in the bottom for venting, and you've got the nailing on the side here for good grip, which kind of fits in with the whole gripper name function, I suppose, in some weird way. Rambling. Right, and attached to the strip tip here, as you might expect from the size, you've got an XL Bogue, cartomizer. Some people love the way that these vape, other people don't get on with them. If you like them, then obviously you'll love this device. If you don't get on with them, then you won't. There's nothing really more to say than that. I'm not going to cover a review of this, as I mean most people know what these are. One thing to say though is that if I show you around the rest of the device, there's nowhere at all. I've got e-juice on my fingers. Yeah, there's nowhere at all for air to flow except round the outside of the carto. So if you've got, I don't know whether they still sell them like this, but I remember a year or two ago when I used to use these, you could get them as is like this, or some of them came with like a black plastic wrap around the outside just to make them a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. If you've got the wrapped ones, the ones with a black sticker on it, then it just reduces the airflow too much to make it really work with this mod. So you must get the ones that aren't wrapped in vinyl. And that's it really. There's not a lot more to say. So let's go back for a vape and an opinion. Okay, This might seem random, but there is a reason for this. I'm starting off with that same Bogue on top of a Vamo set at 4.1 volts, which is what my fresh battery is registering at the moment. I wanted to show you that because this Bogue, for some reason, is not producing any vapour for me. I wish I had another one that I could show you for the purpose of the review, but unfortunately this is the only one I've got. And on that basis, it's not really fair of me to say that the gripper produces poor vapour, because I think that the poor vapour production I'm experiencing is more the fault of... I'm losing all my bits and pieces now. The poor vapour is more to do with the Bogue than it is to do with the device. It's alright, found what I was after. So, there we go. Fresh battery in, so it's registering 4.1. Put the Bogue in. Equally poor vapour. I really wanted to make that point, that what you can see and what I'm experiencing is to do with the Bogue and not to do with the device. Size comparison. There you go, there's the Hero APV, which I reviewed last time, next to the gripper. They're about the same height. Obviously the bottom battery cover extends the height of it slightly, but it's there or thereabouts. Obviously width-wise, with us only using a Bogue, it does come in a little bit smaller. So, you know, it's a properly stealthy device. Quality of the vape, I'm suffering from because this Bogue that I'm using is terrible. I haven't got another one. So I'm not going to do any comparison vapour-wise with my Hero or with anything else. It's 20 quid. It's 20 quid. And for that price, you can't really go wrong. Bogue cartomizers, you either love them or hate them. As you can guess from the fact that I'm down to my last one, and as you could probably guess from the performance that I'm getting from it, I don't particularly like them, but other people do. So don't let that put you off. So that's the Smok gripper from smokecloud.co.uk. Thanks again, Mo. Sorry you've had to wait a little while for this one. I am slowly catching back up with my reviews. Slowly. That's it for now. See you again next time. Cheers, bye bye.